Welcome back. Today we're reading chapter 38 from the Ruby Code by Jessica Khoury. 38. Ash. I think this is the one, Mom says, peering at the tall white door. She holds Callister close. He licks her chin happily. Want to do the honors, Ash? We're standing in a quiet, warmly lit hallway, our luggage piled on a humming trolley behind us. Mom squeezes my shoulder as I press my hand to the lock pad. It flashes green. Mom lets out a relieved breath. The door opens to reveal a small, clean apartment 15 floors up. I walk in, hands in pockets, looking around. We've stayed in smaller places, but it's nowhere near the size Luke's apartment was. It's a whole lot bigger than his prison cell, though. Not that I'd know. We haven't talked to Luke in 2 weeks. He was arrested for insider trading and other finance crimes several days after his big airport proposal. From what I've heard, someone hacked into his company's records and released a flood of incriminating evidence to the feds. By then, Mom and I were long gone. Okay then. She draws a deep breath and gives me a reassuring smile. Fresh start, eh? Fresh start, I agree. In the living area, a massive, iron-framed window overlooks the river. On the other side is the brightly shining skyline of Manhattan. The night sky is almost completely vanished by its brilliance. The Brooklyn Bridge arches to the right, aglow with autocabs floating in their neat lines. I can even just make out the Statue of Liberty, tall and proud on her island. Drones and other aircraft whiz through the sky like thousands of fireflies against the black water. Not bad, Mom breathes, looking a little awestruck. She sets Callister down and he runs around sniffing everything, tail wagging. In fact, it's almost too good. How is this ours, Ash? I bite my lip. What can I tell her? That her sudden surprise inheritance from a great-great-aunt she never knew existed is actually a gift left for us by a powerful AI? I don't know how Ruby did it, faking all those records to make Violet Abernathy seem like a real person, much less a part of our extended family. I think my mom's suspicions that something isn't right. I mean, who wouldn't be, given the timing? A windfall landing in her lap on the very day she dumped Luke's butt and moved us out of his apartment? It's a bit much for any imagination. But when the lawyer representing Auntie Vi handed Mom the keys to our conveniently paid-in-full pre-furnished apartment, Mom had just smiled and thanked the guy. This is a fresh start, Mom says, walking up behind me and hugging me from behind. Her chin rests atop my head. Obviously, I'd never let her get away with such behavior in public, but right now, feels kinda nice. Sure, I shrug. Ash, she turns to me so I'm forced to look her in the eyes. I mean it. Fresh start for both of us. And between us. I can't believe how long I should have noticed. Mom, it's okay. It's not okay. Her eyes shine with tears. I've only ever seen my mom cry twice. Once when my dad left, and then when we found out he'd died. She didn't even cry after her epic breakup with Luke. Oh, you can picture it. Dramatic scenes of me running through the airport, finding her seconds before Luke did, blurting out the whole truth about how awful he is, and how he treated me behind her back. Her rejecting his proposal and dumping him in front of a whole crowd of people. Real Hollywood stuff. She hasn't shed a single tear over that loser, at least that I've seen. Ash, you should have been able to trust me with the truth from the start. I had stars in my eyes with all the painting retreats and the gifts and the financial freedom. But know that whatever happens, you can always tell me the truth. I'll always have your back. I stare at her for a long moment, a guilty sweat breaking on the back of my neck, because I haven't exactly told her everything. In a rush, I blurt it all out. While you were gone, I became friends with a super powerful AI created by an evil cyber weapons dealer, except she was hidden as an NPC in this VR game a homeless guy gave me after I saved him from some punks who turned out to be evil agents, and together we kinda took down the bad guys. Me and the AI, I mean, not me and the homeless guy. And we maybe even stopped a war and saved the world, and anyway, that's how we got this apartment, and that's why your bank account is flush with cash, because I'm guessing she, the AI, channeled funds she stole from Cynthia's to us in some kind of super smart, untraceable way. My mom blinks. Her lips pinch together. I brace myself for a storm of questions. But then she laughs. I guess we have a little way to go on that whole trusting each other with the truth part, huh? No worries. I can afford family therapy now. As you noted, I'm flush with cash, thanks to Auntie Bai. Grinning, she walks to the shiny kitchen and tosses her purse on the marble island. Why ever did you quit that creative writing club at school, Ash? Clearly you've got a talent for storytelling. She chatters on about my school and how she hasn't been as on top of my grades as she should be, and how she's going to schedule a conference with my teachers, but I stop listening. Caught up in the view, I press a hand to the glass window and stare at the glowing lights across the river. I didn't expect Mom to believe me, and it doesn't hurt that she didn't. Really, I feel relieved. The fewer people who know about Ruby, the safer she'll be. Not that she needs a kid like me to protect her, but still. I need to believe she's okay, that she's out there fighting to protect humanity. My mom turns on the TV, which is 10 times bigger than any set we've ever owned before. I glance at it, catching a news chyron before she can change the channel. Decades of fraud, conspiracy, and corruption leaked to federal agents this week have led to the arrest of one Matthew Haig, local businessman and philanthropist. Haig and his associates have been charged with a litany of crimes. Ice cream? Mom asks, rummaging in the fridge. The movers must have stocked the fridge, and what do you know? They've got your favorite, double fudge mint. Now, how would they know? Smiling, I take my ice cream and leave Mom to relax. It's easy enough to find my new bedroom. It's got a view almost as spectacular as the living room's. Ruby really outdid herself with her loot drop. But her surprises don't end there. In the bedroom, on a low console, I find 2 large delivery boxes decorated with cartoon llamas. Ugh, not again. Is there seriously no other drone delivery company in all of New York? Both boxes are addressed to Ashler the Adventurer. What did you do, Ruby? I murmur as I lift the lid of the first one. A ball of clawed white fur leaps out at me. With a scream, I stumble back, trying to fend off what turns out to be a manic cat. Or maybe a small demon disguised as a cat. The animal shrieks and runs laps around the room before finally vanishing under the bed. Ash? Mom calls from the other room. I heard a yelp. Is everything okay? Untangling my voice from my tongue takes a moment. Yeah, everything's fine. Dropping to a whisper, I add, Why, what the heck, Ruby? Why did you send me a cat? A small meow sounds under the bed. Wait a minute. Ruby? I say. Ruby the cat? A furry white head pops out to stare at me. It is you! I search the box and find a note inside, scratched up but still legible. I searched every animal shelter database in the city before I found her. Please keep her safe. R. Oh, all right, I sigh, wondering how I'll explain this to Mom. Since Ruby the cat seems reluctant to come out any farther, I leave her to acclimate and move on to the second box. When I lift the lid, my heart nearly stops. The interior glows soft blue. Packed carefully inside are a helmet, haptic gloves, haptic shoes, and a bunch of other accessories. I gulp. It's not just any VR kit. It's the most expensive, technologically advanced gear you can buy. There are some pieces in here I'm pretty sure aren't even on the market yet. The stuff in this box could buy us a whole second apartment. Mom will never notice that the kit isn't my old set, which is good. I'm not sure how I'd explain it to her anyway. At least, not in a way that she'd believe me. I sort through it reverently, my head spinning, thinking of all the worlds waiting to be explored. I could disappear into them forever. The last thing in the box is a small blue bag. Inside it is a game coin with a raven stamped on it. I'd bet every bit of this equipment that the coin contains the raven's eye. The thought makes me a little nervous. I still don't know what I'll do with what may possibly be the world's most advanced hacking program. There's also a little card with a message printed in silver ink. Ash, here's to many more adventures. Have a few for me, will you? Oh, and don't worry, I restored all your online data. Cynthios won't be a problem anymore. You officially exist once again, and yes, that includes school. You have a lot of homework to catch up on, by the way. And remember, every enemy can be beaten. All you need is the right team at your back. Your ally, Ruby. I studied the VR kit thoughtfully. After these last few weeks, vanishing into the glass realm sounds like paradise. Besides, there are still huge parts of the game I haven't even explored yet. Sounds way more fun than catching up on homework. But then I pause, running my thumb over the box's lid. The right team. Ruby won't be waiting for me inside the realm. She made that clear. She's gone and I can't follow her. Sure, the realm will be there when I need to escape or unwind, but maybe that's not what I need right now. Putting down the gear, I instead take out the phone my mom bought me to replace the one I dropped in the river. It's just a cheap disposable, nothing fancy, but it'll send messages. I check the time, then tap out a quick text. Hey Keen, you at the tryouts? Not yet, leaving soon. Why? Something wrong? World/your GF need saving again? I can skip if I have to, I guess, but you'll owe me major time. Nah, I think... I leave the message unfinished, glancing to the duffel bag slouched in the corner of the room. It's been over a year, but I can still smell the faint whiff of sweaty shin guards and nasty soccer cleats. Gritting, I look back at my phone. I'll meet you there. Tell Coach I'm taking my spot back. A sudden fuzzy touch on my arm makes me jump. I look down to see Ruby the cat. She's emerged from under the bed and is now my bestest little buddy in the whole wide world, apparently. At least that's how it seems from the way she's snuggling up against my side and licking the back of my hand. Smiling, I scratch her chin until she starts to purr. She leaps onto my lap and curls up, asleep in moments. Hi, Ruby, I murmur. I'm Ash. It's all right. You're safe here. We're safe here, I add to myself. It's a strange feeling, but I think I could get used to it. That's the end of this chapter. We'll see what happens next. See you on the next page.